Hey folks, little RV-7 update here. Well, one of my interesting things about the RV-7 since I've owned her is that I tried a whole bunch of times to bind the plane for safe availability, assigned to a switch, which I normally do. Um, I normally use safe when I'm mating an airplane, take off in safe. Once I'm in the air, I go out of safe, and then if there's anything seriously wrong with my CG or anything else, I can go back into safe and probably safely land. And then once I've got my CG fixed up and once I know the airplane's fine, then I don't use safe ever again, you know. And then, of course, I always have the AS3X there. Well, on this plane, which is a more challenging plane than I've ever flown, including in no small part to the huge aileron authority that you get with this airplane, because it's a sport plane. Um, well, when I flew this plane, I didn't have safe available, and I wish I had because I flew into the sun, and had I had safe, I could have switched into it and could have saved the crash. So that's why I went ahead and finally was able to rebind this plane with safe. Yay! I've also what else? Oh, I was also flying all this time without AS3X even, you know, so it was all the more challenging for me flying my first sport plane here and in some wind too here in Bend, Oregon. And I was flying her without safe, without any stabilization at all, no AS3X even. And if you watch my video, my most recent video, flight video with this airplane, you can see she flies fantastic with zero stabilization, no AS3X. She can fly really well that way. But I went ahead and successfully rebound her so that I can choose to use safe if and when I need or want to. And I've got AS3X there. I don't have anything against it. I like it. I like it on my Maul and my Carbon Cub S2. So I figured we'll go ahead and, you know, go ahead and go ahead and rebind this airplane so she's fully equipped with all of her possible systems uh, active and available. So there you go. So the next flight, probably here pretty soon, in maybe a couple hours, I'll be testing out flying with the AS3X now, and I'll have safe available just as a for peace of mind. But most importantly, I'll be learning how she takes off and flies and lands in low rates, except for the elevator, which is high rates. I've got the plane set up for low rates, with particularly low rates on the elevators, on the ailerons rather, and I've got a high elevator. Can I start over? The plane is set for low rates right now. Of course, I can switch to high rates, which is aerobatic settings, which I won't be doing for quite some time. But right now I can fly in low rates, which gives me mellow control surfaces. I've extra mellowed out the ailerons in low rates because there's a lot more aileron authority on this plane than on the Maul, for example. So everything's low rates except for the ailerons, which are extra low rates. And then the elevator is high rates because I need as much elevator as I can get to take off from the thick, tall grass where I'm taking off with the bush tires. And I also need a lot of up elevators so that I can come in and do a nice high alpha controlled stall, STALL, with my landing. And I've gotten a couple successful landings that way without having high rates on the elevator yet. So, in closing, I've already found that having increased my elevator is really making it so I can land on the grass much better. So there you go. We finally got the airplane fully ready to fly with safe available if we want it. AS3X there all the time. And we have low rates for mellow flying when we want to just do a scale flying, but at the same time, along with those mellow rates for scale flying, we do have full rate on the elevator for grass takeoff and landing. Yep. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. Hope you'll join me for the next flight.